energy on top of energy on top of energy, back to back to back to back, and you're just like, okay, whoa, 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 I took too much. You know when you see a pre-workout and you're like, what's special about that? And then you start hearing the reviews and you're like, okay, this makes sense. This is why this is called Krato Supps Cerberus, because the formula is super simple. You look at it and you're like, this is not impressive. This is looking like it doesn't even look like a bathtub formula. It just has 6 ingredients and it's not looking impressive, but you're going to be surprised by the experience. So let's go over the label just real quick, just for educational purposes. The first ingredient is citrulline, and that's dosed at 6 grams. So citrulline is going to help with the pumps, going to increase and prolong the endurance that you have in your workouts. So that way you can work out longer and you're going to get, of course, fuller muscles. At 6 grams, that's a good dose. That's a super good dose. Beta-Alanine, 3 grams, that's for the tingles. That's going to be for muscular endurance. So that way you'll also put out more output into your workouts, allowing you to put more volume, more sets, more reps. And then we have agmatine. This one works in synergy with citrulline because agmatine can defend the levels of nitric oxide from decreasing by inhibiting that enzyme, the enzyme that eats away nitric oxide levels. So this is literally going to help indirectly increase nitric oxide levels, as well as it has some mental enhancing benefits, which will help with mood uplifting, which is interesting. So it's like a 2-in-1 nootropic and a pump ingredient. Then we have taurine, 1 gram. This is good for pumps, as well as it functions like an electrolyte, helping you with your endurance and your workout. Then we have caffeine, good old caffeine, the granddaddy of stimulants, 350 milligrams. This is going to fight off the fatigue by blocking the receptors from binding to the androgen neurotransmitter. So that way you're literally blocking the neurotransmitter that would otherwise make you feel tired. Then we have theanine. Theanine is going to smooth out all the jitters by, well, it's a big dose here, 350 milligrams. It's a super versatile ingredient. You combine it with anything, it becomes a whole different experience. Theanine smooths out the experience and calms you down. But when it's combined with caffeine, it's going to create like a Zen-like energy focus. Then we have DMHA, 200 milligrams, good old DMHA. This is going to help with energy. It's a milder alternative to DMHA, but it lasts longer and it's more enjoyable than DMHA. Eria Jarensis, 200 milligrams. This is going to help with mood elevation, motivation, and energy. It's like a stimulant. It is a stimulant. It's going to help with those neurotransmitters that make you feel good, and you're going to feel motivated when you're working out. Then we have Bioprin, black pepper extract. This is just to help you absorb all the ingredients that's taken with, enhancing the bioavailability of everything, which is why you should have black pepper on every food you eat. And then we have alpha-yohimbine, 2 milligrams. This is a fat-burning stimulant. It creates a very jittery, anxious-like experience, especially when it's combined with caffeine. But 2 milligrams, it's not too big of a dose, but alpha-yohimbine is a stronger version than the regular yohimbine. So let's get into the experience, because experience is totally different than the ingredients. Okay, so this is one of the most in-your-face experiences I've had with any pre-workout. This is Cerberus by Krato Supps. So Cerberus, I've never had any supplement from them. I've never even seen any review videos on them. And I'm probably the only review video so far in 2025. So this is like, does it still smack? And I didn't even know how good it was until I had it. And it's different though. It's one of those unique experiences where you take it and there's nothing. And let me explain what the interesting part of this pre-workout is. You don't feel that much, or you don't feel anything special within, let's say, the first hour of taking this. But the energy and the wakefulness, the clear-headedness is there, and it builds up. But when you get to the gym, it's a different story. When you start working out, that energy it evolves somehow. After that hour of drinking it, it evolves. Every exercise I do, it's like, okay, there's like another evolution of energy, and it just keeps building up. And that's one of the most interesting things about it, is that the energy is something else. When I start exercising, every rep, every set, it's just like, okay, now it's starting to hit. Now I'm starting to feel a pre-workout. Now I'm starting to see why it's special. You know, you look at the ingredients and it's not what you would expect from a 15-gram formula with DMHA and theanine. So you start to think and you wonder, is this another special sauce pre-workout? And it looks like it is, because not only is the energy building up so much after that hour, and then when I'm exercising more and more, you feel that energy. The focus also is incredible. It is laser focused, I would say, but that build-up, like that ball of energy, it feels like it's bouncing around between, okay, it hits, it hits more, and just when you think it hits, or just when you think you had enough, it keeps evolving. And so like every exercise I'm doing, it's just like, okay, all right. If you're not ready for it, like I take it first thing in the morning and I'm not ready for it. When I go to the gym, I've had times when I hit my head on like the machine because I'm moving so fast and I'm moving so much. And it's like I'm tired still from my sleep. My clumsiness is there from, you know, when I wake up. But the energy is smacking. So it's like a mix of both sometimes if I'm really tired, or if I have one of those mornings where I'm just clumsy. I'm clumsy by nature, so I have that. So this is quite a smack creeping pre-workout that is special. And I don't know if it's just DMHA. And you have to be careful with these kind of pre-workouts, because like then you start asking questions, can I take this every day? Is it healthy for me? The entire supplement industry is self-regulated. You have to make that call. If you don't take it, for example, and you feel better, that's a sign that you should just slow down and take it easy. I would use this max maybe 2 times a week because it's a special one and it's a high-stim one. And it is quite a special one. If I could compare it to any other pre-workout, it would be if Crack OG and Wildfire were married, they had a family, and they had some kids. The kid would be Cerberus, because it feels like a hybrid between Crack OG and Wildfire, the smoothness of Euphoria and the Crack OG dirty energy, but without those dirty side effects. And in terms of side effects, I don't feel anything that crazy, but it is long lasting. I don't feel that much of a crash. It's like it lasts all day. And I've made the mistake of taking a heaping scoop, more than a little bit of a scoop, or a little bit more than a normal size servings, and that's a mistake because you don't feel it when you're drinking it at home. But then when you get to the gym, you start exercising. It's just like on top of energy, on top of energy, on top of energy. Back to back to back to back. And you're just like, okay, whoa, I took too much. Slow down there. So I have to keep my serving size to 1 scoop, and it is a hard-hitting one. You have to be careful with this one. Take half a serving, I would recommend. But yeah, if you tried this before, hey, and you want to leave a review and you want to get paid for it, whether it's positive, negative, or mixed, you can get paid for that on my site, fitfrick.com. Take part of the community and leave some insights. But overall, this pre-workout is special, and I really like it. It's one of those pre-workouts where it's not just DMHA, but it's a nice one. It hits hard. It's a nice energy one. And I like it. It's a special one. One of my top, I would say, easily top 10.